Keith Richards' 2010 autobiography entitled Life begins with the story of his 1975 run-in with the law in Fordyce, Arkansas. Fordyce is a typical small town in Arkansas, and as such, the story of the day that the Stones rolled through town remains a local favorite. The discussion was fueled recently with the release of Life. Many claim, to put it nicely, that Richards' memory of the incident is faulty. Either way, the story begins in 1975 with the Rolling Stones' 4th of July concert in Memphis. The morning after the concert, Keith Richards, Ron Wood, and a couple of others rented a yellow Chevrolet Impala and decided to drive through Arkansas to Dallas for their next show. They stopped in Fordyce that afternoon for lunch. They stopped at the Fordyce restaurant. They ate without major incidents and left $1.65 in tip, then got back on the highway toward Texas. They were soon stopped, though. The Fordyce police pulled them over for erratic driving between Fordyce and Pine Bluff. Richards and Wood insisted upon their innocence and told the police that they had to let them go because they were the Rolling Stones. The officer reportedly responded by telling them to roll down to City Hall while police figured it all out. The arresting officers claimed to smell marijuana and had a local judge, Judge Thomas Wynn, issue a search warrant for the car and the party's luggage. The travelers were held at the new City Hall, and the Stones' lawyer, Bill Carter, flew in that evening. The small town went crazy and the media swarmed. Meanwhile, their car was searched at the old City Hall. A small vial of cocaine and a Coke spoon were found in the car. They didn't belong to Wood or Richards, but one of the men traveling with them. Both band members denied smoking, and Richards passed a sobriety test. They were charged for reckless driving and for possession of a concealed weapon, a hunting knife found in the car. The media attention on the arrest became increasingly embarrassing for Fordyce as the incident continued. The Stones were sober and behaving themselves in custody. There were also conflicting reports as to why they were pulled over in the first place. Even officials from the British Embassy were called. The local authorities, anxious about harassment charges, were antsy to conclude the situation. The Stones remained in City Hall, though they were never locked up. As you might imagine, within a short period of time, there was a crowd of local teenagers and media surrounding the courthouse. Wood and Richards occasionally made an appearance at the entrance of the courthouse to sign autographs and take pictures. Richards didn't fight the reckless driving charge, but contested the concealed weapons charge with a 19th century Arkansas law that allowed those on a journey to carry otherwise questionable weapons. He posted a $162.50 bond for the driving, which he later forfeited. The official version of what happened was given as this. Richards swerved the car as he went to adjust the radio and was pulled over. The officer thought he smelled marijuana and that the knife was an illegal weapon. They were detained, Richards passed the drug test, the knife was legal, the car searched, and the drugs found. These weren't the property of either member of the band, though. Richards posted bail for the driving charge, and later that evening, the Stones visited the local courthouse, took photos, then got on a plane and flew to Dallas. In 2006, Richards was granted a pardon for the reckless driving charge by Governor Mike Huckabee. Today, Fordyce prides itself on its small contribution to rock and roll history, and continues to tell the story of the day the Stones rolled through Arkansas.